many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Father's Day, a special edition of Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm your host, Liz, and we have a really special day ahead of us. We have so many great things to chat about, and if you want to look and find out really fun things to do with Dad, well, there's the Super Dad 2K Fun Run taking place starting at 9 o'clock this morning over at Nottingham Park. You can dress up as a superhero or dress up as any kind of character you like, because that's the fun of the whole thing. And there'll be crafts and refreshments, and if you want to get more information on that, just go to discovervail.com. And then at 9:30, there's the Vail Arts Festival at Lion's Head. It's the last day. It's been going on all weekend long. They have over 60 artists showing every type of format of art you can imagine, whether it's metal sculptures, wood sculptures, crafts, paintings, design, you name it, it's out there. So many artisans are out there. So when you get done with that, you can also stop by for a hike and a bike ride with Dad on Vail Mountain. So there's a lot of great things. We were going to do some crafts for Dad, and Max and I were trying to learn something, but I accidentally super glued him to the desk, so we can't show you the card today. But we do have a great show for you guys, and it's going to be a sunny, beautiful day. So let's take a look and see what's going on outside to enjoy our Father's Day on Sunday. Well, it looks like it's a sunshiny day today, everybody. 53 degrees as of 8 a.m., 71 degrees for your high. Only partly cloudy skies in the morning, but then the sun will come out. Winds will be west-southwest, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Taking a look at the full day. Sunny skies, everybody. Super excited about that. Partly sunny by the time we get to 4 p.m., 69 degrees, 65, and mostly sunny skies. It's going to be just a beautiful day. Taking a look right now at the I-70 corridor. What's going on over in Denver? Sunshine, 85 degrees. Vail, sunshine, 71 degrees. Eagle, sunshine, 79 degrees, and Avon, more multiple sunshine, 60% chance of precipitation later on in the day, and 74 degrees. As we take a look overnight, it'll be 48 degrees tonight and mostly clear. Sun will set at 8:37 p.m. Also, we're going to take a look at the full week because we have a lot of abundant sunshine for you guys. It finally feels like summer. Tomorrow, kicking off the week, mostly sunny skies, 75 for your high and 48 degrees for your low. Tuesday, mostly sunny, 73 for your high and 45 for your low. By Wednesday, just a slight chance, 20% chance of rain. Mostly sunny, 74 degrees is your high, and 45 degrees is your low on Thursday. Only a 20% chance of precipitation. Mostly sunny skies, 73 degrees for your high and 45 for your low. And then by Friday, just a 10% chance of rain, sorry about that, and 74 degrees for your high and 41 degrees for your low. That is a look at your weather for the week and today for Father's Day. You can bring Dad on over to Sun and Ski because he could find some really great gifts over there if you want to do a last-minute shopping spree. Get on over to Sun and Ski. They have something for all of the sports events and everything else that you love for every season of the year. And then you have all the accessories and clothing that you need to go along with it. You can shop online at sunandski.com or head on over to the store here in Avon where one of the professionals can help you pick out something special for Dad. That's a look at your weather. We'll be back with more TV8 Vail right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. It's Sunday, Father's Day, and we here at TV8 are so happy to be tied in with the Covered Bridge magazine. We have a brand new segment, and we're going to show it to you right now.
Hi everyone, welcome to Covered Bridge on TV8. My name is Kim Fuller, the editor-in-chief of Covered Bridge magazine.
And I'm Bobby LaRue, the other owner and director of partnerships at Covered Bridge magazine. We're here today with Tracy Von Curran of Foods of Vail.
Yeah.
Tracy, thank you so much for being here with us. It's pretty exciting. Tracy's been in the Valley for quite some time, and if you have not been to Foods of Vail, I recommend swinging by there. Tracy, how long has Foods of Vail been going on?
Almost 35 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So just new to the Valley then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I moved here in 1979.
That's amazing.
I know.
So
What's your background in culinary, Tracy?
Well, my background is in business. I went to business school, but then when I decided that I wanted to venture into the culinary realm in a business, I went to France and went to cooking school.
It's the
It
place
was
to
fabulous, just fabulous. And I did lots of little mini seminars and courses, primarily self-taught, but France was really a game changer, absolutely.
go. Great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm open to learning all about this wonderful recipe. We're featuring the Asian pasta salad in the summer and fall issue of Covered Bridge. Beautiful photo to complement, and we get to see it made here live. So walk us through, Tracy. How do we begin this recipe?
I would begin by cooking your pasta. In the recipe, I wrote that to use spaghetti, but when I'm doing a smaller batch, I love angel hair. I just love the way it feels on your mouth, so yummy and slippery. And so I love this Italian angel hair because I feel like the semolina flour really makes the pasta more durable and will hold up to, the dressing and the vegetables. So I like to start with the dressing. So it's a mayo-based dressing, so we're going to just start with our mayo.
Perfect. And in the magazine, I believe it's a serving size about 6 to 8. And if that's what we're working with today, then we'll, guests will be able to know, or not guests, we got guests. If you're having guests over, this is the perfect size for a picnic.
It might be a little bit more,
Okay.
It might serve a little bit more.
Okay, perfect.
But, okay, so start with your mayo. And then over here, I have all these fabulous ingredients. So they're not totally pre-measured, but you can get the recipe in the magazine. So I'm going to start with like a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I'm going to do a little bit of this sambal olek. This is like an Indonesian chili paste, and it's very spicy. So I would start light, and then you can always add more later.
Depending on your spice level, yeah.
Exactly. Then I like to put just like a hint of sesame oil in there to give it that yummy umami undertone. This is tamari. I use tamari instead of soy sauce because it's gluten-free. And even though we are having it on pasta, but we only use tamari in our shop. And then a little squirt of sriracha, because we all love sriracha. Again, you can go a little heavier, if you like the spice to be a little bit elevated. And then the rice wine vinegar, this is like a toasted rice wine vinegar or seasoned rice wine vinegar, maybe about a 1/4 cup, because that's going to balance out the richness of the mayonnaise and those other spices. And kind of what you're looking for is like a little hot pink. Oh, I forgot my favorite.
Ooh.
The Thai chili sauce. We all love this. It's like the new ketchup. You can dip anything in it, and that's going to give it a little sweetness. It has a little heat to it, but it really mostly has a lot of sweetness. So now you have this really, really, really pretty base. Oh, I was going to let you taste it.
Yeah, and it took
Here
no
you
time
go.
at all.
Here you go. Here, what do you
I'll have to
think?
try this
Taste
out.
that.
How is it, Bobby?
That's
Spicy?
amazing.
Isn't that yummy?
And it took you like,
Yeah, like what, 3 minutes?
yeah, not even.
Yeah, so now I'm going to take my pasta and I'm going to put the sauce, the dressing in there. Can you hand me those
Of
tongs?
course.
Yeah, and so we'll give this, a nice toss. And pasta always soaks up the dressing. So we're just going to start with that, and then we can toss it again a little bit later if we want. Okay, so then here, the vegetables that we put in there are sugar snap peas. You see those? And I've chopped those up. Yep. And then we've got some scallion, so green onion. Put those in there. Red bell pepper. You can do these either in chunks or in like little batons, if you will, like, make them a little bit bigger. Sometimes I think a little bigger is better because then you can snag it with your fork.
Yeah, a little more crunch when you want it, right?
Yeah, and sometimes when they're really small, you just can't get them with your fork. So I like them just slightly bigger.
I
So
love
then-
this dish for the season because it can be a main course, a great lunch item, or it can be a side at a picnic.
I have put chicken on this. I
I
have
bet
put
that's delicious.
shrimp in there. Really good, because then it can be like a main course, al fresco dinner.
Yeah, you could
And it's
package this up.
Yeah, it's a great picnic item.
Yeah,
Now, is
perfect
this
for
a salad
Bravo.
that you serve at Foods of Vail?
We do.
Okay.
We do.
That's awesome.
And then the last thing is we like to have a little cilantro. And nice, but you don't have to pick the cilantro off like you do parsley because the stems are okay. So I'm just kind of rolling it into a little bunch. And then I'm just going
A
to
rough
give
chop.
it a rough chop. Yeah.
Nice.
And it doesn't have to be real fine either. I like to really get that flavor. And see, I have gloves on, best tools in the world to just absolutely toss all this together.
Pretty bright looking salad. So like Kim said, it's also, time of the year, right? I mean, it almost reminds you of spring and summer.
Yeah, I mean, I'd eat it all year long.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
I happen to just
absolutely.
love it. Do you want to bring that bowl a little closer?
Yeah.
That serving
I
bowl?
think we'll be bringing this to Bravo Vail
There
this
you
summer.
go,
It's
and
a
then
perfect
just kind of
picnic
put
item.
it all in there.
Wow.
There you go. And then
beautiful.
let's
Gosh.
just
Amazing.
grab a little bit of our black sesame seeds,
Uh-huh.
just for a little
Finishing touch.
Wow.
finishing touch. I think that makes that so beautiful. What do you think?
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Yeah?
Wow, and looks
I hope you guys are ready for lunch.
delicious.
Yeah, I hope you're ready for lunch.
So Foods of Vail is in Avon.
We are.
Yeah, tell us how to find you, and also in terms of ordering things ahead of time,
Mm-hmm.
how big can you handle? How you can also walk in and get a soup if you're a
We
diner.
have a brick and mortar, so you can walk in, you can take a look at all of our beautiful salads, and you can just buy them by the pound. We have fresh salmon. We have always like a chicken piccata. In the winter we might have more savory things like meatloafs and short ribs. Then we also have a whole freezer case full of lasagnas and chicken pot pies and King Ranch casseroles, and then soups galore. I mean, so you can come in and stock up your freezer. It's a great opportunity not to cook. And then we do have a full menu that you can order, all kinds of platters of food for parties, graduation parties, rehearsal dinners. We do a total off-premise catering component as well. So
Yeah.
like this past Saturday, we did the prom.
Oh
I
yes.
bet
We
that
did
was
food
fun.
for the prom. We did. And then the night before that, we did a rehearsal dinner. So, all kinds of events happening in this valley.
Yeah, and if you haven't had an opportunity, I know when I'm driving around delivering magazines or looking for the next ad sale, I'm hungry a lot of times. And there's not a lot of quick options that
Yeah.
are actually healthy options. I've gone to Foods of Vail several times, get myself a nice piece of chicken parmesan and a little side salad or just a soup to go. And I think, people should really look at you as that too. It's like, yes, you do catering, but it's a great spot to just grab a bite to eat quickly as well.
Absolutely. We have a few seats inside, and then in the summer we can spill outside, so we do have some, outdoor options for dining. And you're right, it's fast. You're just hungry, you come in, people come in and say, just give me, 5 ounces of chicken salad, and they just grab it and go.
Wow. Well, Tracy Van
Yeah.
Kuren, thank you so much for
You are so
nourishing
welcome.
our valley and for sharing this beautiful recipe, Asian pasta salad, which you can also find in the summer and fall issue of Covered Bridge. Thank you all for watching Covered Bridge on TV8. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Good morning, Vail.
Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you into Rugs Benedict to come explore our 12,000 square foot showroom. We've been serving the Vail Valley for over 50 years now with flooring needs, and we inventory a ton of product from Carpet One to provide the very best values, highest style. We just built a warehouse, 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum. So we have over 120 different broadloom carpets. We have a lot of waterproof wood flooring, things that we can install right away. We have employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty. Many of them have been with us for decades, and they're true craftsmen in their work. They're absolutely extraordinary at installing any of the flooring that we provide. We also have over 1,000 area rugs in stock right now, and they start at 2x3s. I could bring these into the studio today, but they go all the way up to 12x16s, and we have them hanging on the racks just like shopping for clothing. So it's very easy for you to just flip through, see what's available. We'll deliver them to your house so you can check out how they look in your space with your lighting. All different sizes, all different shapes, some things that are going to be a little bit more contemporary as well as tribal, traditional, all the latest and greatest looks. We have things that are hand knotted, silk, woolen silk options, all the way down to some machine made indoor outdoor type rugs. So really anything that you're looking for your business, for your home, for a rental, Rugs Benedict can provide it. And one thing I consistently hear when people leave our showroom is, that was so easy, thank you so much. So we make the process very easy. Come in, take a look, and we'd love to offer you a free estimate. Look forward to seeing you in our showroom.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch. 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm your host, Liz. We all know Cece Zach. She does Good Day Vail. Well, she is going to be hosting something that we're really going to be intrigued by. It's the history of Avon. Let's find out the whole backstory about Avon, the wonderful place that we get to call home.
This is the History of Avon episode, and I am thrilled to have two local historians with me today to just tell us all about this fabulous town. As I mentioned in the introduction, I have Kim Nottingham. I think we go no further than her name and the history that it brings to this town, as well as Kathy Hiker, who is the president of the Eagle County Historical Society. So with that, before we jump into the town, ladies, I would love for you to tell our viewers, why Vail? How long have you been here? Why do you call it home? And, you know, what is it that just brings out the best of you and your families here? Yeah, Kim, I think you need to go first.
I need to go first. Well, my dad was born in Avon in 1930. He was part of the ranching family that was here.
And your dad's Maury?
My dad, Maury. And so he was here until 1947. He left because he did not want to be a rancher. So he went to off to pursue other endeavors, but he did always love skiing, and so that's what brought us back to the Valley in 1968. We moved to Vail in 1968 as a family, so that's where I was able to grow up between Avon and Vail.
And Kim, what is it that you do now? You've been very involved in the mountains and with, you know, Vail Resorts too. So tell us a little bit about what you do now.
Well, I've been with Vail Resorts 40 years, so I started teaching skiing, and I got in the product sales end of it, and now I'm in guest services. So it's part of who I am, you know, serving guests that come to this valley.
And for the viewers, if you're ever at Beaver Creek, stop in the Slopeside Lounge and just say hello to Kim and thank her for spending time with us here on this episode. So, now Kathy, what about you?
I came to the Valley right out of college in 1972 with a journalism degree. Grew up in Denver, but always wanted to work in the mountains. And I found a job at a little weekly newspaper in Eagle, the Eagle Valley Enterprise, where they hired me to be the editor, which was also the photographer, the ad salesman, and the reporter.
Oh, so you were a one-lady show?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And kind of got captured by the small town living, where you knew everybody and an easy walk out your door to some great scenery and hikes and outdoor activities. So, you know, kind of got captured by this valley.
Yeah, it's not hard to be captured by it in so many different ways. And actually, before we go on, and speaking of this valley, is there a little happy fact, an unknown fact that either the two want to share to our viewers that people may not know about you?
Well, I guess because my last name, people think I was probably born here, but I was born in Aspen when my when my parents were ski bums. So again, my dad following his passion, and my mom, you know, following my dad, and so starting a family. So that's where I was born.
I love that, and it shows that when you came back here, there's a reason why you came back here, because this Vail is so captivating. So, Kathy?
Oh, I would say because of all the time I spend, I write local history books and working in the archives and stuff, I often can pass along the gossip of the 1880s and 1890s in Eagle County better than I can tell you what's going on today.
Oh, I love that. You know something, we might have to have coffee afterwards, because even just talking about Kim's family, it just sparks up a type of history that I just love. And so, well, thank you for sharing that with us. And for our viewers, she's an author of multiple history books. Are they all here in the Valley?
Yes, at the
Okay.
Bookworm, at the Eagle Pharmacy, and so forth, or online through Eagle County Historical Society.com.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, speaking of history and speaking of books, let's talk a little bit about Avon. So let's talk about the history. Where did it start? And actually, I'm going to ask the both of you to kind of just tell the story. So, Kathy, how about if you just start it, and then when we get to the family piece of this, it would be great for Kim to share her side of this.
Okay, Avon got its start as a ranching community, and in the 1880s, most of the people who were initially drawn to this county came for the mining. They were mining silver up on Battle Mountain. But that's a very boom and bust kind of economy. It's got its ups and downs, and it's difficult work in the mines. So after people get tired of that unstable situation, they start looking elsewhere for opportunities, and they venture down the valley, see these bottomlands and their potential for agriculture. And the Homestead Act enabled them to acquire land for free if they would stay on it for 5 years, make improvements, which could be removing the rocks and plowing the field, or building a cabin, building a fence. Then they could own it. So it was an opportunity. They came here for the opportunity. Definitely, mining is always a big factor in Eagle County, but after about 1900, agriculture was the bigger economic driver for the county.
And what were they mining for back then?
Silver was the big one. They were certainly looking for gold. Then over the years, other metals on Battle Mountain became important. Zinc, molybdenum, they're elements that strengthen steel. Those mines thrived during the World Wars. There was need for what they offered.
And you mentioned the Homestead Act. What year was that?
I believe 1862, around there.
Because then that's a great segue into the Nottingham family, because they were key in utilizing the Homestead Act. So
Right.
Kim,
So my great-grandfather, William Nottingham, was not the first homesteader in Avon, but he bought the first homestead from the Herwick family. And I learned that it was he paid $800 for the rights to 160 acres and the improvements that had been made, including the cabin and the animals and all of that, so the 160 acres. So that was about 1882 that he bought that the rights to that homestead.
and so tell us a little bit about how your family enacted the Homestead Act for their family at the time, because Kathy, as you said, it's about enhancing the homestead. So Kim, continue on with the chronological piece of this.
So William had come out from Iowa by himself for the mining, and he was a teamster and entrepreneur. He was hauling logs and whatnot. So he finally brought his family out from Iowa with 3 children, his wife Angeline, and then 3 of their children. And they kind of lived between Bell's Camp, which was the mining camp below Red Cliff, and above the ghost town now of Gilman. So that was the area where 3 more of the children were born. And once they had their land in Avon, they kind of lived between both places. And it seems like in the summers they were down in Avon, but then in Bell's Camp they were up there in the winter because of the schooling for the children, because Avon had no infrastructure as a town or really a community.
And as I recall, you mentioned the Red Cliff area. For those of us that have driven over the bridge in Red Cliff, share with our viewers a little bit about the vision that your family had, at least at that time, as it relates to the infrastructure and the bridge.
So my grandfather, Harry Nottingham, who's the name on the park, Harry A. Nottingham Park, was a county commissioner here in Eagle County for like 32 years. He was on the school board for 28. And he was a visionary with
making an easier access from Leadville, on Highway 24. So they worked with the federal government and the state to get a bridge built at Red Cliff. So he was instrumental on that. He was also instrumental on Vail Pass in getting that to come over from Summit County to Eagle County. And he was the one that suggested naming it after the state highway commissioner, Charlie Vail.
Oh, interesting. I did not. Wow, that's fascinating. Now, Kathy, you had mentioned that, Avon and I'm assuming parts of Eagle County were part of the Westwood expansion. When you and I were preparing for this, you had mentioned that. Help us understand that a little bit, but then also Avon in context to the other towns in Eagle County.
At the time when the West was being settled, manifest destiny was a sort of philosophical concept and people believed that it was our destiny. It was people's destiny, these immigrants from Europe and stuff, to come and take over the Westlands, which were occupied by indigenous people, by the Utes around here. But they believed it was their destiny. It was their right to do that. So that's in part what brought these pioneers here. They're also adventurous. They're all looking for opportunity, and it's no small amount of work to clear the sagebrush off of 160 acres of land, build
My
a cabin.
back hurts just thinking about
Right,
that. My
yeah.
hands feel torn up just thinking about that.
And when I research the pioneers, I'm often struck by how they did everything. They worked in the mines. William was a teamster. That's a tremendous skill. You have to drive heavy wagons with a team of about 6 big workhorses and down Battle Mountain. Good grief. It wouldn't be challenging. They weren't afraid to try anything. I think they're amazing examples of what they can do for a community. And they were interested in making this into a better place, too. A lot of them made money and spent it to make the community better. They flipped real estate a lot. Like when he bought the Avon acreage from Herwick, they did that a lot because they were going on to the next place, the next best place.
Well, speaking of the next best place, ladies, sit tight, and our viewers, you must stay tuned because we've got a lot more to teach you and educate you on the town of Avon. So stay with us.
Good morning, Vail.
TV8 se complace en compartir que nos estamos preparando para lanzar nueva programación en español. Pero antes de hacerlo, queremos saber de ti, nuestra increíble comunidad, sobre lo que tú quieres ver. Por eso, te invitamos a un evento especial en nuestro estudio el 12 de julio a las 6 de la tarde. Ven a compartir tus ideas, opiniones y visiones sobre el futuro de nuestra programación en español. Ya sean eventos locales, programas educativos o entretenimiento, queremos que tú formes parte de este proceso y ayudes a dar forma a nuestra programación. No te pierdas esta maravillosa oportunidad de ser parte de televisión que te refleja y te representa. Para más información y para confirmar tu asistencia, visita tv8vail.com. TV8 is excited to share that we're preparing to launch new programming in Spanish. But before we do, we want to hear from you, our incredible community, about what you want to see. That's why we invite you to a special event at our studio on July 12th at 6 p.m. Come share your ideas, opinions, and visions regarding the future of our Spanish programming. Whether it's local events, educational programs, or entertainment, we want you to be a part of this process and help shape our Spanish programming. Don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity to be a part of television that reflects and represents you. For full details and to RSVP, visit tv8vail.com.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center. Let's take a look at your Father's Day. It's going to be some sunshine for us to enjoy the great outdoors. As of 8 a.m., 53 degrees, and then we have our high today of 71 degrees. Partly cloudy skies to start off your day, but then we get some abundant sunshine throughout. By noon, 65 degrees. 4 p.m., 69 degrees. Sunny skies by 8 p.m. and 65 degrees. Your I-70 corridor is going to bring us on over to Denver to see what's going on over there. A nice, bright, sunshiny day, 85 degrees. In Vail, 71 degrees and sunny skies. In Eagle, 79 degrees and sunny skies. And same here in Avon, there will be a 60% chance of precipitation, 74 degrees and mostly sunny skies. Your overnight low tonight is 48 degrees. We're going to have that crescent moon, which are super sweet. I love them. It'll be a clear night. You can stargaze and look at the smiling moon, and the sun sets today at 8:37 p.m. Your week is filled with sunshine, everybody. Monday, mostly sunny skies, 75 for your high and 48 for your low. Tuesday, mostly sunny skies, 73 for your high and 45 for your low. Then by Wednesday, we have a 20% chance of precipitation, mostly sunny skies, 74 degrees for your high and 45 degrees for your low. Then by Thursday, lots of sunshine. We have a 30% chance of precipitation that day. Still lots of sunshine, 73 for your high and 45 degrees for your low. Then by Friday, only a 10% chance of precipitation, mostly sunny skies, 74 degrees for your high and 41 degrees for your low. It's all brought to you by Sun and Ski. Get on over to Sun and Ski and enjoy a great day of shopping. They have something for everybody in that entire gigantic store located in Avon. Some kind of gear for every season of the year, all your sporting things and everything else you want, and maybe a last minute gift for Dad. So head on over to Sun and Ski. That's a look at your weather on a Sunday right here on Good Morning Vail for TV8.
This weather report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Welcome back to your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. It's Father's Day, and usually the dads like to do all the grilling, but Tracy from Cooking with Tracy is going to show us how to do the grilling ourselves and surprise them. Let's take a look and see what she's doing with some chicken.
Drying off my veggies because I did wash them, and I'm going to make a really nice salad today. And if you have a lot of moisture in your salad, then it's going to make the salad dressing and the lettuce kind of get a little bit too wet. So you don't want that. You don't want that last piece of salad bite just to be water. That would be gross, right? So today we are making chicken drumsticks, and we're going out on the grill to do that, and we're going to buffalo style them and then make a salad that is going to be a buffalo style salad as well. So it's like buffalo chicken, but a little bit healthier, and it's something that you can cook outside and have a cool green salad with. So what we have for ingredients today: great green salad, romaine, carrots, celery, green onions, and cucumbers. We've got the chicken legs that we're going to be using today. We have some Frank's hot sauce and then some blue cheese, because we're going to be making a blue cheese dressing to go with our buffalo chicken salad. So first things first, we need to head out to the grill. Grilling is one of my favorite ways to cook. Actually, I love cooking meat, veggies, fruit, everything on the grill. First of all, because you get to be outside, but also it's a pretty healthy way to cook because typically you are not using a lot of oil or a lot of sauces or anything like that. So let's head out to the grill with your chicken thighs, and I'll show you exactly how to prep them and exactly how to cook those. They take about 35 minutes to reach an internal temperature of 185, and they are bone-in chicken legs. So there's a little trick to cooking with bone-in. We'll see you at the grill. The grill is cranking. I've got it preheating at top speed, or the highest it can go. I like to have my grill really, really hot, especially when I put some meat on it. Okay, so today here we have our chicken legs. Oh, almost lost that one. We have our chicken legs. They're nice and juicy right now. So what we want to do is kind of dry them off a little bit. The drier that you get them, the better that skin is going to crisp up. So just kind of dry them up and make sure the skin is kind of like in order and flat across everything. Okay. A lot of times when you dry your meat, like if you're cooking a piece of fish or something and you want to get a little crust on it, it's nice to leave it out in the air or in the fridge without any saran wrap on it, because that saran wrap is going to hold the moisture. But if you want a crispy edge, you really need it to be nice and dry. So here we go. Get that skin over there. A lot of people like to use different kind of marinades and things like that. I take it pretty simple. So all we're gonna do right now is cover every piece of chicken with a ton of salt and pepper. And this is a step that I want you to be careful in. With every time that you're doing meat, make sure you're covering that piece of chicken really nicely, because every bite counts. So why not make sure every bite has some nice seasoning? Like I said, my grill is cranking at 400. I am going to put the chicken right on the grill. A lot of folks like to oil their grill up. I just like to have a really hot grill. If you did want to put a little oil on your grill, then you should probably put a vegetable oil, something that can withstand a high heat. And be real careful, because you want to have that oil on your grill when it's hot. So one of my friends was just telling me a little trick that they do when they're oiling their hot grill, is they put a little bit of olive oil in a bowl, and then they cut an onion in half and stick a big fork in half the onion, put that onion in the olive oil, and then rub it all over their grill. I find like it's an unnecessary step, especially when you have something fatty like this chicken with the chicken skin on it, because what's gonna happen is that fat is gonna kind of lube up the grill a little, and you don't wanna be flipping things on your grill when they're not ready. So you want it to be hot enough that it's gonna flip nicely. This is gonna take a little bit of time. We're gonna keep the grill at a very high heat, and we're gonna shut it down, and then just about every 5 minutes or so, you're gonna flip your chicken over. That's gonna make it cook evenly. What happens when you're cooking with meat with the bone in? It's gonna take a little bit longer to cook versus just a chicken breast or a boneless chicken thigh or something like that. And you're gonna have to start rotating it so that it gets cooked evenly around. So when you're cooking something with the bone in, always make sure you have a lot of space in between your items so that the heat goes up and around everything. Keep it at a nice high heat. We want it like right around 400 degrees or so. A lot of these grill temperatures don't work, so just know you want it hot. And you're gonna stand here for 30, 35 minutes. That's about as long as it's gonna take to cook these to perfection, which is 185. Then that's gonna take us a little bit of time. You'll be able to tell if it's too hot, maybe some of the fat's starting to burn, or you see little fires starting on your chicken, then turn it down a little bit. But basically, keep it cranked pretty much to the top, unless you have one of those super fancy grills. Then think about 400, because if you have a super fancy grill, then that thing works. So keep it at about 400. Every 5 minutes or so, we're gonna flip it. So what we're gonna do now is just kind of chill right here and show you as we start to flip things. But for what you should do, cover it up, keep it closed, don't keep it open, keep it closed, keep your lid closed, and then every 5 minutes you start to turn that. So we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes and show you the next step, and then we'll kind of keep going every 10 minutes so you can see what ours looks like, but you can do it on your own time too. Okay, so this is gonna be our first flip, and actually I over-exaggerated the 5 minutes at first because I went and washed some dishes. So this is about 7 minutes or so. See how nice it comes off the grill? That's what you want. So that's starting to burn a little right there, so maybe I should have been back in 5 minutes, but that also means this is the hot spot. So we're gonna kind of rotate these things around so that they're all getting nice and warm. All right. About 5 minutes, that was about 7 minutes or so. Come back in 5, flip it over again. And what we're gonna do is flip it for 4 more times, so we'll be very close to the end next time I see you. We'll be right back. Okay, here we are. Been standing by the grill for about 35 minutes or so. Your chicken drumsticks should be cooked. You should have flipped them maybe 5 or 6 times. Again, don't get overzealous with the flipping. It's like some people are over stirrers when they're cooking veggies on the stovetop, and that ruins it. You want to get that sear, you want to let things sit for a little while and then flip them. We're flipping them so often because they have a bone in them and they're going to take a little bit longer to cook for that reason. I have checked them already. They're at 185. Everything's getting nice and crispy, just like what we wanted with that skin. And I think it's time just to pull them off. So I'm just gonna pull all the chicken off. We're gonna make these buffalo style, and we're gonna make a nice fresh summer salad to go with them. So why don't you let everything burn off of your grill for a hot sec. Ha ha, really, literally for a hot sec. Let it burn off a little bit. We'll get these tossed with some buffalo sauce, and we'll get that nice fresh summer salad made so that we can have a really healthy meal.
Good morning, Vail.
It's that time where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, we've got a great pair of shoes if you're looking to get out there and enjoy the courts. Now, these shoes are going to be as tough for you as you are on the competitor. Now, this is the Head Revolt Pro 4.0. This shoe has so many great features to it, and I don't even know where to begin. Head has this incredible technology called the T-Core 360, giving the shoe core strength, enhanced stability, and torsional support. Now, this also has a lockdown strap right here that's integrated into the lacing system, making it nice and easy for you to keep your foot stable while you're out there enjoying the courts. Now, it also has a 360-degree ventilation cooling system, not only on the top of the shoe, the upper portion right here, but also on the sole of the shoe where that nice little vent is to help you keep your feet cool while you're enjoying the courts. Now, it also has a lateral control to avoid rollovers with your ankles when you're out there enjoying anything that you're doing on the courts. Whether it's tennis or pickleball, these are the shoes for you to make sure that you are nice and supported while you're enjoying your favorite sport. Now, to get your hands on these fabulous shoes, you should check out Sun and Ski Sports. Whether you go online or whether you shop in store, you can go in and find your perfect pair of courtside shoes. That way you can enjoy everything that you're doing and make sure that your feet are nice and stable out there. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for giving you this product of the week. We've got more after this.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
I'm Clinton Griffiths, the host of Ag Day Television. Get the latest news about crops, livestock, rural living, and so much more from our award-winning team. Follow the food you eat from the field to the store to your table every day, because what's happening on the farm matters to you and your family. Watch Ag Day weekdays.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. We always want to keep our pets safe, especially here in the summertime with the rivers rolling so fast. Well, Maddie and her very own Beatrice are going to give us some tips. Let's take a look and see.
Welcome back to the scoreboard. We love our furry friends here in Vail, and it's really important that we keep them nice and safe. And this is my favorite furry friend right here, Beatrice. This is my beautiful baby dog, and she's panting right now because it's a little bit warm under these lights. So I've had to coax her into staying with me for like never-ending pets right now. But we just want to talk about some safety things that you can do to keep your dog nice and safe out there, and especially if you're getting out and maybe you're hiking with them or taking them to do any of the fun things that you and your family do around the valley. Now, the first thing that you always want to be so cautious of course, not allowing them to overheat. And so you can see she's pretty panty right now, but she's also being pretty needy. She just wants me to not stop petting her at all. And you can see she's panting. She's not panting to the point where I'm worried about it, but if she started drooling, then I would start to be worried about her safety in here, but she's doing okay. She just really is needing to be snuggled in full capacity right now. But something that we do want to know is we are seeing those warmer temperatures out there, and so the asphalt is getting really, really warm. And when the asphalt gets warm, it can really do some damage to their paws. And so I don't know if she'll let us look at her paws, but they've got those nice little paw pads on there, and you just don't want to damage those dog paw pads because they'll get blisters on them if it is too hot outside and the asphalt starts to heat up. So the best thing you can do when you're out walking your dog to check the asphalt is put your foot on it first. If you have sandals on, or if you want to use your hand to the front or the back, and you just place your hand on it or your foot on it, that way you know exactly what the temperature is. So if it's too hot for you to have your bare skin on it, it's too hot for your pets to be on it. And so we're seeing those temperatures up into the 80s, and it's really important that everyone is just making sure that their dog is nice and safe. And then of course, something else that we have to note is that if you are taking your dog anywhere with you in the car, it's really, really important that you do not leave them in the hot car unattended. Dogs can go into heat stroke very easily. If it's 80 degrees outside, it can easily reach 120 degrees in your car within the matter of minutes. And so you never want to leave your dog in a closed car, shut off, and even if you roll down the windows, that airflow is just not going to be consistent enough to keep them cool enough to keep them safe in that car. So you just want to make sure that you're taking good care of your pets during the summertime. And you can see Bee right now getting nice and relaxed here on the set now that she's been sitting here for a minute, and she's getting all of the pets, because if I stop, then she just immediately hits me. She's very, very easygoing, but it is really important too, especially with wildlife out there, that you keep them on their leash. And Bee has a tendency to want to chase squirrels, and so anytime we go outside, I have to make sure that she's got her leash on her. That way she's safe and the squirrels are safe out there. And it's really important when you're out on the hiking trails, especially because we have so much wildlife here, whether it's foxes or whether it's deers. It's important that you keep your fur baby safe, but you also keep all of that wildlife safe out there. And especially right now that we're seeing all the babies, we've seen some fawns in our backyard, and it's just important that you're keeping everyone nice and with you. And it's really good. I love to keep her with me because I'm the neediest dog mom in the entire world. I put the word mother in smother when it comes to Beatrice. Something else is if you're taking your dog down to the water. Now, I know that some dogs are really good swimmers. She is not a good swimmer, so we've got a life jacket for her, and she never goes in too far where she can't touch the bottom of the river. But it's also really important that when she's getting in that water, I'm watching her to make sure that that current isn't taking her at all. And I always have her leash on her, just because if anything were to happen and she were to be swept in any way, shape, or form, I would be absolutely devastated. Now, the paw thing is super important, and then something else that's super important is ticks. It's that time of year where we're starting to see bugs kind of come to life a little bit more. It's a little more humid with those afternoon showers, and then of course with those warmer temperatures, we're just starting to see them hatch a little bit. So it's really important that after every hike and every walk, if you're going through that thick brush, you check your dog for ticks. Now, Bee has so much hair right here, as you can see. and it's really, really hard to check her for ticks as you're going through it. And so you just have to be really thorough, especially if you're hiking in an area where there could be ticks. And if you're out there hiking with your dogs, you just want to make sure that you have access to water for them. And then if they do start to show the signs of heat stroke, which is excessive panting, drooling, fever, and then you'll start to see them get a little bit fatigued and almost like dizzy, that you get them into some cool water immediately. That way they can start to cool down their body temperature, but also that you have that cool water for them to drink and that fresh water for them to drink. You don't really want them to drink water where they could get sick from it, because we've had that happen. You drink swamp water sometimes? Yes, you do. She's like, stop, you're embarrassing me. But it is important that you have that fresh water for your dog. So we have a portable, collapsible bowl that I bring with us that's super easy for her to use, super easy for me to fill up, and then of course that way she can just have that water to go with her. But we don't hike during the day. When we see those temperatures up into the 80s, her and I avoid taking her outside. She's got so much hair that she can overheat so quickly. And I know some people are like, oh, you should just shave your dog. Well, you can see right here, Bee had a little owie, so we had to shave her paw down. And she's got nice pink skin, and so if we were to shave Bee, she would have pink skin, which means that then she would be more prone to sunburn. And so when you're out there with your dogs who maybe have short fur, maybe have that light skin tone coming through, we put sunscreen on Bee's nose right here because she's got that little pink patch that does get sunburnt. And so you just want to make sure that you're taking proper care of your dogs, and there's so many ways to keep them safe, especially during the summertime when it's so hot out there for them. So just make sure that you follow all these tips and tricks and you keep your puppies safe during the summertime, because I don't know about you, but like I said, I put the mother and smother on Bee, and I couldn't imagine my life without her. She gets so annoyed with me when I do it, and then when I stop, she's like, no, don't, look, keep touching me, keep loving me, keep petting me. Make sure that you tune into the scoreboard for more information, and always, so you can get some more glimpses of Beatrice. We're gonna take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tv8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to your second hour of your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. Happy Father's Day, everybody. We told you about a few things that you can do with Dad, but we are going to see the second part of Tracy's grilling for Dad. So you're going to learn some really cool tips if you want to, dads like to do all the grilling. Let's do it for them for a change, and we're going to find out the end result of Tracy's really cool dish for Dad. Also, don't forget, tonight is Sunset Live, everybody. We're going to be experiencing so much fun right after the Super K Fun Run. For Dad, you can get out on that beautiful lake and get on a stand-up paddleboard or a ducky or anything like that. And then Sunset Live takes place with Twangbox, a super duper great group with so much energy. And as you look at the screen, you can see all of the great groups that are going to be coming up on Sundays. I always recommend that you get there by 5 o'clock. That way you can find a great space. You put your blanket out, get some libations, maybe bring a picnic or something like that. And then you get this beautiful intimate event on the side of the stage. It's really, really lovely. And then we get to really just enjoy a beautiful sunset. And since we'll have clear skies, we're going to have a dynamic sunset tonight to celebrate, everybody. It's going to be a great show. I also would want to remind everybody that we're going to show something really cool, the history of Avon. It's a great place to live and be, and I am so grateful to be here and part of this community. So why not take a look at the history and enjoy that as well. And there's something else I want to touch on. Danielle Turner is our GM, and she has done something that nobody else here in media has decided to do. She is breaking grounds and bringing not just a portion of the community together. We are bringing the entire community together. That is our Spanish-speaking community. She has brought on Julio Garcia. He is amazing. He is going to do Spanish programming for us so everybody gets to see what's going on. It's not just for half the group here that lives here. It's for everybody. We want to embrace the entire community. So thank you, Danielle, for bringing Julio on. He's amazing. And you will start to see our shows probably in the evenings for our Spanish TV programming. So now everybody gets to be involved with TV8 Vail. It's Father's Day. Let's get on with the show, everybody. Let's take a look and see what the day brings us with the weather. It's going to be nice and sunny. I know that, so I'm really excited about that. 53 degrees in the morning, and then your high today is 71 degrees. Partly cloudy skies to begin with, but then we were going to have some abundant sunshine, and I'm really excited because look at this, 65 degrees. At noon, by 4 p.m., 69 degrees, a little clouds out there, which will be a nice break from the heat. And then by 8 p.m., mostly sunny skies and 65 degrees. Taking a look at your I-70 corridor, what's going on in Denver? Well, look at this. It's going to be a nice hot day in Denver, 85 degrees, and sunny skies all the way around. In Vail, 71 degrees, sunny skies. Eagle, 79 degrees and sunny skies. And 60% chance of precipitation in Avon, 74 degrees. As we look tonight, overnight, 48 degrees is our low, and we're going to have nice clear skies to wake up to in the morning. And our full week is filled with sunshine. It's going to be summer all week long. By tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, 75 degrees is your high and 48 degrees is your low. Mostly sunny on Tuesday as well, 73 degrees is your high and 45 degrees is your low. Looking at Wednesday, just a small chance, 20% chance of rain and mostly sunny skies throughout the entire day, 74 degrees for your high. 45 degrees for your low by Thursday, mostly sunny still, 73 for your high, 45 for your low. Then by Friday, another great weekend to kick off at only 10% chance of precipitation, mostly sunny skies, 74 degrees for your high and 41 degrees for your low. This is all brought to you by Sun and Ski, a great place to go shop for dad or yourself. Get on over there. They're located in Avon. Shop online at sunandski.com or head on over to the store where all the professionals can find something great for you for your sporting needs, accessories, clothing, and so much gear. So check them out today. That's a look at your weather. We'll be back with more TV8 Vail after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 7 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns: Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. I never thought grilling would look so easy, but to barbecue with Tracy from Cooking with Tracy, she makes it look so easy. She's in the middle of showing us a great chicken dish we can enjoy for Sunday and Father's Day. Let's take a look and see how it's coming along.
All right, I'm just coarsely chopping up the celery and the carrots. And you know, every time you order buffalo chicken wings, what do you get with it? celery and carrots. So I thought, hey, why not enjoy those with our salad today? Plus, I'm a huge carrot fan, and they are so delicious and in season right now. I love celery as well, but celery happens to be one of the dirty dozen. Do you know what that is? That is 12 different veggies that you should really buy organic, because what happens is celery has a lot of water in it, so any of the nutrients that are going into the soil, they're going into your celery as well. Things with like a thick skin, like an avocado or a banana, you can typically buy those conventional if you want, but the thin-skinned veggies, fruits, you really want to buy those organic, and celery happens to be one of them. Okay, so I have celery and cucumber, and I actually have a conventional cucumber, so I did peel it, because when you get the English cucumbers and they come in the plastic, those are pretty nice and their peel isn't that bitter, so you can enjoy those, but the conventional ones, you just kind of want to peel because they do put like a waxy film on that. Okay, so we have our veggies all chopped up. We have our romaine, and then we have our chicken. In order to make this buffalo, and I'm going to tell you what, I have tried to make my own hot sauces millions of times, and I love a buffalo chicken salad. I actually love chicken wings as well. Try not to eat them that much because they are higher in fat, especially since we kept the skin on. But what I try to do is just try to make it as healthy as possible. That's why we're siding it with a salad, and we're using the bigger chicken legs too, so you're gonna get more meat under there, and that's gonna be a dark meat, so it's gonna have more flavor, it's gonna have more fat. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is take a bowl and get your Frank's Red Hot. I'll tell you what, like I said, I have tried many different hot sauces, and I have tried to make my own, and this one really, it's a favorite. It's a favorite of mine, and it's easy, and sometimes you just have to take those easy steps. You're definitely gonna get like a little more sodium and preservatives in something like this, but it lasts, so you can keep this in your cabinet and use it for other things, and it has a really, really nice flavor. So what we do now is we coat those in the bowl, and just make sure you're covering them. If I had another set of gloves, I would probably just use my hands for this, but I feel like they're kind of far away, so I'm not gonna go get them. Okay, so we're gonna let those sit right there for a minute and get our salad going. I'm gonna put the salad right on the plate that I had the chicken on, because first of all, if there were some nice flavors, like some juices on there, that would make everything taste really, really good. This lettuce looks awesome. I'm just gonna cut off the bottom. I don't wash my lettuce, I just make sure it's not dirty and wipe it off with a paper towel. Because going back to earlier when we started this class and I told you, hey, you don't want wet lettuce. I mean, if you're gonna take the time to wring it out in one of those salad wringers, definitely do that. But otherwise, you can just get most of the dirt off this way. And if you feel worried that you're gonna have any kind of contaminants on it or anything,